Hello there, everybody. This is Cholera, and this is game 2 of this so far amazing series between Cal and Zero. Zero, of course, pulling out the surprise of surprises against Cal in game 1, and let's see what he can do here in game 2. Is Cal going to be able to regain his senses and take back the insult, I guess, and, rather strike back for the insult that he was given in Game 1 when all those infested Terrans, destroyed his groups of Zealots and Goons? Or is he going to struggle and just peter out here in set 2? I mean, I don't know. It's got to be tough when you're thinking, man, this guy thought of something that no one's ever thought of before. Infested Terrans against Protoss. He came up with a unit that he's not supposed to have. Cheater. But I do wonder if the map makers thought about what happened as a possibility. I mean, certainly it's something that they probably thought about. Somebody at least thought, hey, some Zerg can make infested Terrans for free. I don't know. So we'll see if this happens more in future games on that map. It could very well happen. I mean, imagine Zerg versus Zerg with infested Terrans, man. Ooh, both Zergs fighting for control over that one infested command center. That'd be awesome. So we're gonna watch though a game here on the map Outsider, a new map on the Char tile set, and this map is kind of also pretty macro friendly, I would say. You have a natural expansion on low ground, and you also have another mineral only expansion hidden behind your base with no other entrances. So it could lead to a longer game. Certainly, it's a 3-player map. And we'll see what happens here. Cal is actually one of the best players statistically against Zerg, and that is why I'm so amazed that what happened. I mean, Cal, lifetime statistics, I'll look them up right now. He is 61% against Zerg. He is very, very good. There are better players. There's Bisu, of course, but certainly he is no slouch. In general, Zerg players seem to have a slight upper hand against Protoss players in their statistics. If you look overall, Protoss players have a slight edge on Terrans, and Terrans have a slight edge on Zerg. Just how it goes among the pros. Anyway, looks like we got Zero here at the upper left, and of course we got Cal at the bottom right. We'll see what happens here in this game if Zero decides to do something wacky again, or if he goes for more of a traditional build. Not that last game was completely untraditional. It was basically, I guess, a Hydra Rush, 3-hatch Hydra Rush with infested Terrans. Otherwise, though, it did follow up pretty nicely from that Hydra Rush, just constantly putting pressure up, killing Cal's units, preventing from getting a large army, and then, eventually putting a Lurker contain on. We're seeing here, by the way, a overpool there for Zero. Perhaps thinking about getting, yep, it's the same build. It's going to be speed first, most likely. And we'll see if he goes for more of a run-by than he did last game, where he didn't do much at all. Cal doing a little bit of a dance here, trying to do some damage to these... Oh, wow! I should have mentioned that before. I don't think I saw that before. Looks like Cal is going to return the favor here. Of course, not a 2-gate is not as creative, perhaps, as a infested Terran, but it certainly is non-standard, and... Cal, perhaps a little bit frustrated. I don't know. I haven't seen too many 2-gates for him against Terran. Usually he does open up with a Forge Fast Expand. So I don't know what he's thinking. Maybe he's thinking, I'm going to catch him off guard. But it's going to be hard to. He's facing an overpool, which is... it's not actually that perfect against the 2-gate, because if 2-gate builds up a lot of Zealots, they can actually still overtake the overpool when the overpool tries to expand. But obviously it's not going to do any damage to Zero very early on. And it looks like he's actually not going to build up a ton of Zealots. What he's going to do is just get gas and probably play a 1-base tech build here. Of course, Zero does not know this is happening yet. But now he does. Of course he knows. And Cal has 3 Zealots. So these 3 Zealots could do a good amount of damage, especially if Zero takes 300 minerals and builds a hatchery right now. But no, it looks like actually... Cal is just going to bring them back to his base. I think it might have been a better idea to pressure. I don't know exactly, but it would have certainly forced Zero to build more Lings, which he definitely doesn't want to do. If Zerg, only picks up a second hatchery fairly late and doesn't build a lot of drones, they're actually behind a 1-base Protoss player. because the Protoss can constantly pump those probes. It'll take a long time for the Zerg to, catch up. And we got that one Link trying to be annoying, but that's all it's going to be. It is going to get a good spot, though, as to what Cal is doing. Cal's got his core up by now. And we'll see what Techie decides to go for. It might be Citadel. That would be what I would expect right now, given that he's got this many Zealots. And, of course, 2 gates to start with. But it looks like he's just putting down a pylon. Is that some other building? It's a Stargate, actually. So he's not going to go for a pure Zealot rush or anything like that. He's going to go for, I guess, probably just Corsairs, maybe with DTs. We'll have to see. Although I think the timing is, once again, off for that kind of build. It just might be some harassment Corsairs. Meanwhile, we're going to see Zero putting down a 3rd hatch inside of his base, which is smart. You don't want to overcommit. Actually, well, I guess you could take the base behind your main. That is an opportunity without overcommitting really at all, because that's protected from ground. But I guess he just wants to put it down. He doesn't really think he's going to build that many drones to make it worth it yet. And here we're seeing 1 Dragoon out, maybe just to kill the Zergling, in fact, being very annoying inside of Cal's base. Now we're seeing the Hydralisks, and I think the Hydra is going to be out in time for Cal's Corsair here. So I don't know if Cal can do much damage with this early Corsair. And when you're going 1 base, you really don't have the luxury to have a useless tech building. You really don't, because obviously you need to start thinking about your expansion. And it looks like Cal is going to try to achieve that right now by moving forward with a bunch of Zealots. I mean, I can understand, of course, he needs the Corsair also to make sure there's not some kind of Mutalisk rush coming. That is understandable. But on the other hand, it's not going to help him that it seems that Cal is pretty prepared. He's probably not even going to take down 1 Overlord here with his build. And wow, Cal still has a Ling. He lost 1, but another one was in the base or got in just now. And it's going to continue scouting. Oh, no. It actually kills 2 probes. Oh my god, it's gotten 2 probe kills already. I gotta say, this kid Zero, where has he been? Well, I know where he's been. He's been losing the luxury badly. But other than that, I mean, other than some uneven play, like he's got a lot of potential. I gotta say. I mean, look at these little Ling run bys. It's pretty pimp there. Like, get two Lings in somehow for no reason at all. And now they're inside of his base. So yeah, like he's just getting a good look at exactly what Gal is doing, and being annoying. Meanwhile, he's also built a Spire, and now actually he's got a good group of Lings. He might decide to try to pick off the cannons by just running past the Zealots and going for it, and that might delay a little bit. Will he do that? Yeah, he's going to go for it, it seems. He's going to get 1 of the cannons in time. I don't know if he's going to get the other one. I don't think he will. But he's going to go right for the probes and actually pick off 2 probes also. I got to say, nice Ling micro here with his Speedlings. That was pretty darn impressive for like 6 Lings. He did a hell of a lot there. And if he keeps that kind of play up, Cal is going to be in huge trouble this game. Not that he's really far behind right now. It's just that he's going to be in huge trouble because he's playing an awesome player, and that's just something I didn't expect coming from this. I thought Cal was the one who's going to pull out some brilliance, to be honest. I didn't know who was the one being brilliant. So, I thought actually another possibility, of course, was Cal mind controlling a drone and then building a gigantic Zerg Protoss hybrid army. That would have been amazing too, but still not as amazing as an infested Terran in this matchup. Nothing will ever beat that, I think, in terms of unexpected things to happen in a StarCraft game. Other than Bisu removing his face mask and revealing that he's actually Toss Girl, that would actually be quite surprising. But believable. Anyway, that would explain everything, basically. Toss Girl, Bisu, everything. It would explain everything. I don't know where that came from, but, Toss Girl being named Toss Girl, never mind. Alright, Lurker is out 4-0. Let's see if he's as effective as he was last game. He's also picking up another base here at the upper right. He likes picking up the 3rd base farther away, I guess. It's going to be fairly vulnerable if he doesn't manage to conceal it. The logical place to put the 3rd would have been... Well, actually, no. I guess there's no base at the upper left, so I guess that is the logical place if you want gas. And he has Lurkers, so he's going to just press in a little bit. He's not going to be able to take down any buildings, though, because there's cannons out front. He might pick off 1 Zealot. Nope, not going to. This is going to delay Cal a little bit from moving out, but Cal right now has a nice force of Corsairs, 4 Corsairs here, and there's some Scourge around though, so we'll see. 5 Corsairs, they might be enough to do some damage actually to the Overlord count of 0. 0 moving 1 Overlord to be sacrificed. His Corsairs could do a good harassment job. They've gotten 2 already, and we'll see how many they get before the menace is stopped here. No, they're getting a 3rd without losing any of them, so that's pretty good. Pretty good little sortie there.